Hello, everyone. It's Nicole again. Today, I wanted to kind of branch off of last week's or last segment that we did on authenticity. I talked about in the last segment, if you didn't watch it, I really encourage you to go back and read it. But I talked a lot about really living your authentic self and being your authentic self every single day and how important it is to do that. So, one of the things that I really, really encourage you to do, if you haven't already, is to really look back and see what it is that you love to do and cherish that you couldn't live without that's not a person. I spoke about it a lot in the last segment that I did. So, if you feel like you need a little bit of guidance with that, I really, really encourage you to go back because this segment is going to kind of base itself off of that. So, this segment, I really wanted to speak about confidence. So, confidence is huge, like huge. Even if someone has no idea what they're doing at all, and they go out there with the confidence level of Kanye West, they're gonna slay. No one's even gonna know that they were like, no clue what they were doing. So, your confidence portrays in everything you do, every single day, in every aspect of your life. So I'll give you an example. For me, I'm very confident in life coaching. I love this. This is what I do. However, if I was not confident in being on camera, I would not be as enjoyable to watch. I also would look like a flumbling mess. So confidence plays a role in talking to myself into the computer as I make this video for you guys to watch. If I wasn't confident doing this, you wouldn't even watch me. There'd be no point because it would be like, what is this lady doing? I'm not watching this. So confidence plays a role. Same thing with, say, going to work every day. So one thing about going to work every day, you go to your job, the first time you go to your job, you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. Deer in headlights. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to cook a burger. I don't know how to wait these tables. However, that first time you walk up to that table, if you're confident, they're not going to realize it's the first time waiting tables. I know because I've been there. I used to wait tables, and I was so scared the first time that I went up to a customer. And one of the first things out of my mouth, I apologize ahead of time. I'm new, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'll do my best to serve you. Mistake number one, because then they're also looking for things. They're either going to be the really nice customers that are like, you did great. I would have never known it was your first day. Or they're going to be the other customers that take advantage that it's your first day serving them. So if you're confident, you don't tell anyone, because I've done this too, you don't tell anybody it's your first day. Even if you mess up, it just looks like, oh, it's just a crazy day. They have no idea. That confidence plays a huge role. Also plays a role in your face. If you're confident in what you do, you're not going to look scared. You're not going to look terrified. It makes a difference. It really does. So confidence is huge when it comes to living your life. Every day, no matter what you do. Oh, my cat's coming to see me. So confidence is enormous. Right? We want to live every single day with a level of confidence that people look at us and go, oh, they know what they're doing in their life. No one wants to be looked at by anybody else going, oh, there's Suzanne. She doesn't know what's going on in her life. She's a hot mess. No, if she's owning her life, it don't matter what's going on. They'd be like, that's Suzanne. I don't know how she handles all that. Let me tell you, that's my life. I look like a crazy person 90% of the time, but I do so confidently. So people are like, I don't know how you do what you do, but you do it. And you know what? Because I'm confident in what I do. That's why people look at me like that. I have 4 kids. This is a little about me. 4 kids. 2 special needs kids. 1 very special needs kid. Right? I run this business. I run another business. I homeschool 2 of my children. I do a lot. My husband's active duty military. We have a lot going on, right? That's crazy. I don't know how I'm also finishing up my graduate degree. Surprise. So I don't know how I fit it all in, but I'm confident in what I'm doing. So even though I'm juggling it and I'm making it work, I don't know how half the time. Grace of God. But other than that, I mean, I'm just going. People don't even realize how much I'm doing half the time. But I'm doing it, and I'm going to do it confidently. And every single person watching this can do that too. I mean it. Like, every single person has that in them. As long as they're doing what they love to do and they have confidence, they will go so far. So far. So, how do you get confidence, right? One way that I've discovered that I can increase confidence, well, I'll talk about two big ways that you can increase your confidence. One is affirmations. It seems crazy, but they work. I mean it. So if you start every single day with an affirmation, a positive affirmation, you will see a change in yourself, how you carry yourself, and your confidence level every single day. If you wake up, hit the floor, and you're like, Satan, watch out. Today's my day. Or I'm amazing and no one's going to stop me. All of these things constantly, if you just keep telling yourself that every single day, or if something bad happens, you're like, psh, I got this. I got this. I don't even need to worry. It reflects and it makes it happen. It sounds crazy, but it works. It really does, because it changes our heart. And that heart change is imperative to having a shift in your life, right? That heart change does numbers. If you all of a sudden are not moping around going, I don't know about this, I don't know if I'm going to get this, right? What? I'm going into an interview today. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm going to get that job. I'm not qualified for this. But then you walk in there and you look like that, and they're going to be like, yeah, no, swerve, no, next one. It's just going to be how it is. But if you walk in there and you're like, I might not know what I'm doing, but I'm not going to show them that, right? You're like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it right. And you walk in there, and you're like, I know I haven't been, this is exactly what happened to me. It's kind of ironic. I walked into Pizza Hut to get a job, and I had never been a manager before. Never. This Pizza Hut was going in on base, which is a very big deal. It's the first ever one that they had on base. And usually you have experience being a manager. I didn't have that. I was never been a manager before in my life. So I walk in to my interview and I say, I want to be a manager. I want this much an hour. And they look at my degrees, they look at my experience, and they're like, well, you've never been a manager before. Like, yeah, and I'm qualified. I can run it. I learn quickly. I got this. So they call me back after my interview. They said, would you be interested in regular position? Just, like running the counters. I said, no. I'm not running the counters. If I'm going to work here, I'm going to be a manager. Guess what? I got hired as a manager. I didn't know the first thing about being a manager. So the confidence level I had in myself to be able to do something, even though I've never done it a day in my life, showcased itself that day, and it got me the job. One that I almost intentionally went in there with to overcompensate, to make it look like there's no way I could get this job, because I almost didn't want the job, and I still got it. So your confidence level is huge. Huge, huge, huge. So back to my original point is wake up every day and tell yourself you got this. Give yourself, list affirmations. I've got 21 of them. It takes 21 days to develop a habit. If you contact me, I will send you it. 100% just on me. You can have it. 21 affirmations, 21 days to develop a habit. You'll get in the swing of things, and all of a sudden you're going to be like, what? So that's number one, right? Number two. Are you ready? This is all to boost your confidence. Knowledge. Knowledge is power. 100%. If you are not sure what you need to do, you need to learn it. So I'm not saying you have to go back to school or you have to do this. Guess what? We have public libraries. I know no one uses them anymore. We also have Google. If you learn how to really search and narrow down what it is you need to know, you can know it. I'm not talking about going to like Wikipedia, because those are not. Don't go to Wikipedia. They're not going to give you legit facts. Anybody can change them. So that's number one. So knowledge. For instance, I'll go back to the manager situation. I really had never been a manager before. However, I had been in the business long enough. I knew what a manager did. So I walked in there and said, I can learn how to make deposits and run this till and cash people in, cash people out from their tills. I can run and do inventory. I can do inventory counts. I've been around it all this time. I'd never done it, but I knew what I had to learn. So that knowledge kicked it up a whole nother level and got me that job. Knowledge is everything. So if you're like, I'm stuck, I know what I want to do, right? I know I want to go to and be a cop, right? I'm home and I want to apply to be a sheriff. Well, if you're just hanging out and expecting that opportunity to come to you, it's not going to come. No one's knocking at your door. It's not going to happen. So you need to have knowledge on what you need to do. So Sheriff's Department, hop on Google. Google how to become a Sheriff's Department police officer. It is right there. Your tools are there. Just utilize them. There is so many opportunities out there for you to do whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. You can do it. I know someone might have told you in the past, you can't do that. It's just not capable. You just can't. It's not possible. Guess what? You can. I'm telling you right now, you can. If you came up to me and said, well, I want to be an actor or an actress. That's what I want to do. But who gets that? You know what? You can. You just have to start at the bottom, and you might need to take acting lessons. Maybe that's your first step. And then you might need to do some little commercial just for, down the street at the used car dealership. You might have to start there. But guess what? You can do it if you really want to. You just need knowledge and confidence. Those are your two big things. So affirmations can help you with your confidence, and knowledge. They all go hand in hand. So once you figure out how your authentic self, and you're passionate and you need to do something, and this is your calling in life, it's time to switch gears and get confident in it and really just nail down your knowledge and just divulge. That's really what you need to do. So my challenge for you this week is, after you've gone back, if you haven't watched the authentic video on being your authentic self, I really encourage you to list affirmations. That's number one. I really encourage you. 21 affirmations, write them out, Google them if you have to. Email me. If you go to my website, which it's on my channel, the link is on my channel. If you go to my website and contact me directly, I will email you immediately 21 affirmations. Straight to your inbox. Boom, done. Simple as that. So affirmations, 21 of them. Not one less. 21. 3 weeks. Develop the habit now, and you will thank me later. I promise. You need them. It helps. So that is my challenge to you. 3 weeks, affirmations, not 1 day less. I would love for you to drop a comment in the bottom. Let me know how it goes at the end of the 3 weeks, or how it's even going when you start, because let me tell you, you'll see a shift. Your heart will change almost immediately. It seems ridiculous, but it's true. You really are going to notice a difference. So that's my challenge, and I really hope to hear from you guys and how it all goes, because I really feel like you are going to see a pivotal change in your life if you incorporate your authentic self into confidence and knowledge. Those affirmations will get you places. That's your first step. So I really thank you guys for watching. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy another amazing week, and I look forward to bringing my next segment to you. Have a great one.